Your baby's cries pierce the silence, a sound so raw it grips your heart and won't let go. Why won't they stop, no matter what you try? You've checked the diaper, offered a bottle, rocked them until your arms ache, but the wails keep coming, relentless, like a storm you can't calm. That moment, when every solution fails, is where panic creeps in, whispering you're failing as a parent. But here's the truth. Those cries aren't always about hunger or a dirty diaper. Sometimes, they're your baby's only way of shouting, "I'm bored," or riding the wave of a normal, maddening phase called purple crying, or, more urgently, signaling pain that needs your attention. Let me walk you through this chaos, sharing what I've seen in countless late-night moments with fussy little ones, so you can decode those cries and find calm in the storm. Picture this. You're pacing the living room at dusk. Your newborn squirming in your arms, their tiny face scrunched in frustration. You fed them an hour ago, their diaper's fresh, and they napped not long before. Yet the crying starts, sharp and insistent. Before you spiral, consider this. Your baby might just be bored. Yes, even a weeks-old infant can crave something new. I've watched babies light up when you shift them from a dim nursery to a sunny kitchen, their eyes darting to the glint of a spoon or the sway of a curtain. Early signs are subtle. A slight turn of the head, like they're dismissing the world, or a restless wiggle, as if their tiny body's itching for action. Miss those, and you'll see them escalate, arching their back, ticking like they're auditioning for a dance crew, or letting out a cough-like cry that's more demand than distress. One time, I saw a mom, frazzled and near tears herself, simply carry her baby to the porch. The breeze, the chirping birds, she stopped crying instantly, wide-eyed, soaking it all in. Try it. Move to a new room, dangle a bright toy, or just talk to them about your day. It's like flipping a switch. Spot those early cues, disinterest, squirming, and you might head off the meltdown entirely. But what if it's not boredom? Around 2 weeks old, your baby might hit a phase that feels like a cosmic prank, the period of purple crying. It's not about pain or need. It's just your baby's brain doing its wild, newborn thing. I've held babies who'd fuss for hours, usually as the sun dipped low, their cries peaking at 6 to 8 weeks, sometimes hitting 3 hours a day. One dad I know tracked it. His son would wail from 5 to 8 p.m., like clockwork, then stop as suddenly as he started. No hunger, no diaper issue, just pure, inexplicable fussiness. Data backs this up. Studies show nearly all newborns go through this, with crying peaking around 6 to 8 weeks, before tapering off by 4 months. It's toughest in the late afternoons or evenings, though it can shift. I've seen parents brace themselves, knowing it's coming, yet still feel helpless. The key? Patience. This phase passes. By 4 months, those cries spread out, becoming less intense, more predictable. It's not you, it's just biology. Now here's where you need to stay sharp. Not every cry fits this pattern. Sometimes your baby's telling you they're in pain, and missing that can be serious. Purple crying has a rhythm. Those evening meltdowns that stop abruptly. Pain doesn't. Imagine a baby who cries all day, not just at dusk. Their fussiness relentless. No pauses for calm. I've seen it in a little one with an ear infection. Her cries were different, sharper, paired with a fever and constant squirming, unlike the usual evening fuss. Another time, a mom noticed her baby's cries changed after starting a new formula. Turned out, it was a milk intolerance. Pain-related crying doesn't follow a schedule. It's a red flag if your baby seems unsettled around the clock. If you notice this, don't wait. Call your pediatrician. They'll check for infections, allergies, or other issues. One study found 5 to 10% of excessive crying cases in newborns tied to medical issues like reflux or infections. Trust your gut. If the crying feels off, get it checked. Let's pivot to the everyday culprits: hunger and tiredness. These are the cries you can often solve fast if you know what to look for. Hunger cues are like your baby's secret code. Hands inching toward their mouth, head turning like they're hunting for a nipple. We call it rooting. Or smacking their lips like a tiny food critic. I've seen babies open their mouths wide, practically begging for a feed. If it's been 2 to 4 hours since their last meal, that's your clue. Tiredness is sneakier. Early signs are subtle. Glazed eyes, like they're staring through you, or slow blinks, as if their eyelids are heavy. Miss those, and you'll get the loud ones. Yawning, jerky movements, or rubbing their eyes like a cartoon character. One mom shared how her son would suck his fingers when overtired. A dead giveaway. If they've been awake for 40 minutes or more, try a nap. I've watched parents misread these cues, offering a bottle when the baby just needed sleep, only prolonging the cries. Timing and observation are your superpowers here. Sometimes, though, no amount of detective work stops the tears. That's when you lean on soothing tricks that feel like magic. Picture this. You're cradling your baby, swaying gently, their head nestled against your chest. You hum softly, feeling their tiny body relax. That's one of 4 holding techniques I swear by. Simple positions that can calm even the wildest meltdown. One involves holding your baby snugly, their legs tucked while you rock side to side. Another uses a gentle bounce, like you're dancing to a slow song. I once saw a dad try this after hours of crying. His daughter went from red-faced wails to soft coos in minutes. It's pure magic. That moment when their eyes flutter closed and you feel like a hero. Want the full set? I've got a video linked below that breaks them down. 4 easy moves that'll save your sanity. So here's the deal. Your baby's cries are their voice, telling you they're bored, in a normal fussy phase, or maybe hurting. Spot the patterns. Boredom squirms, purple crying's evening rhythm, pain's relentless distress. Watch for hunger's rooting or tiredness's yawns. And when it feels overwhelming, those soothing holds can be a lifeline. If the crying doesn't let up or feels wrong, don't hesitate. Reach out to a doctor. To help you track your baby's growth through all this, I've got a free guide on first-year milestones. Grab it to know what's normal and when to worry. If this resonated, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with other parents. It's what keeps me sharing these tips. Oh, and this video might not stick around forever, so spread the word now. What's the toughest crying phase you faced with your baby? Drop it in the comments. I'm all ears.